Hi viewers, I'm Purple Celery. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Devils Chord. So in my video yesterday, I mentioned that I thought that Space Babies was one of the most bonkers episodes of Doctor Who that I'd ever seen. But I have to say, the Devils Chord tops it with its sheer insanity. I really didn't quite know what to make of this episode, so I'll start by talking about the things that I definitely liked about the episode. Number one was definitely the setting, the 1960s period. I love the hairstyles, I love the cars, I love the fashions. Incidentally, I did think that that pinafore dress that Ruby wore in the opening scenes when they were in the TARDIS, I really thought that that kind of looked a bit 60-ish. I didn't think that she really had to get changed. I also liked the basic concept of this episode. That is a world where the music is being dumbed down, where the music is slowly disappearing and fading away, and people are turning, I guess, aggressive because of that, and the world is slowly being destroyed because of the lack of music. Although the middle-aged lady that I am, I did kind of wonder whether that was a bit of a commentary on the state of today's modern pop music, which to me just sounds so repetitive and derivative. A lot of it, I feel, is not tunes that you can really dance to. They just don't make songs like they used to. I also loved the Maestro. I thought that they were a fantastic villain and really scary too. I feel like they're the sort of villain that your average young child would be quite terrified of. I loved the Maestro's costume. I loved the little details such as the neck tattoo that looked like a musical script. Yeah, look, you know, top points for the villain in this episode. I also enjoyed the conversation that the Doctor and Ruby have on the rooftop, where the Doctor reminisces about where he used to live with Susan in Totter's Lane. It definitely made sense that he would be thinking about that period in his life, given that they were back in 1963. And finally, the song that Ruby plays on the piano, that was just so lovely. Really liked that one. So moving on to the things that didn't quite work for me. Overall, this episode was a little bit too stylized for me. Things like the notes floating in the air, the Doctor and Ruby dancing and bouncing on the zebra crossing to make music play at the end didn't quite grab me. And that whole song and dance routine at the end, I imagine that some people might enjoy it, but for me it just didn't quite work. The whole thing felt a little bit too pantomime. This is the second time in 3 episodes when we've kind of had the Doctor and Ruby break into a song and dance routine, and to me it's just not quite what Doctor Who is about. This episode also left me with a few unanswered questions. For example, I got that in 1925 the Maestro was unleashed due to their son playing the chord on the piano. But I didn't quite get how that then translated into all the music being dumbed down and stolen and that. Like, how exactly did that happen? Also, at the end of the episode, when the Doctor has saved the day and music is restored to the world, what happened to all the music between 1925 and 1963? Like the whole big, like jazz, the whole big band sound, early rock and roll. Like what happened to those to all those songs, to that music? Is it just permanently gone now? And on a more minor note, no pun intended, I thought that the actors who played John Lennon and Paul McCartney looked nothing like their real life counterparts. I mean, come on, BBC and Disney Plus, surely you could have got some actors who resembled those guys a bit more. I also just want to talk about the twist at the end. I assumed that the twist was supposed to be that the little boy, Henry Arbinger from 1925, isn't dead after all, because we saw that really brief shot when he pops up in 1963. So I'm assuming that that was the twist at the end, but maybe I'm mistaken. Let me know. Or was the twist at the end simply the fact that they were just doing a dance, aka the twist? And maybe the twist was that we were all expecting a twist, but there was no twist. Look, I don't know. Anyway, I really don't know how to score this episode. To me, it's like a big question mark out of 10. I suppose if I really had to, I'd maybe give it, say, like a 6 or a 6.5. It was certainly very entertaining. It captivated my attention. As I said, enjoyed the villain. Once again, great acting from Ncuti Gatwa, and decent acting from Millie Gibson as well. But I just don't feel, for me personally, that this episode was quite my cup of tea. I am looking forward to next week's episode with the landmines, though. That looks a bit more Doctor Who-ish. Anyway, as always, these are just my thoughts. I would love to hear what you guys think about this episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Please leave your comments in the comments section below. Give this video a like if you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll be back next weekend to review the following episode, which I believe is called Boom. Until then, this is Purple Celery signing off. Thank you for watching.